Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Taylor and today I am going to be starting another reading vlog. So for this video I am going to be reading Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. I've already kind of mentioned this book and what it is about in my previous vlog. We follow two main characters. I don't know if we get both of their perspectives or not, but it's Sam and Sadie. They were childhood best friends. They kind of drifted apart over the years and in this chance encounter in a subway meet each other again and they decide to partner up and create a video game. I believe it's a video game. It's some kind of program. And it follows them through 30 years of their success with this business venture and what that does to their relationship and their other relationships in their life. I'm going to go ahead and start reading now. I'm very excited. I'm very awake, which probably won't last long, so I'm going to have to start this while I am functioning, because it is Sunday, and Sundays are a great day for napping, so I'm going to try and not do that. I'm going to try and read. Good morning, guys. It is Saturday and I'm here to do, I think, my first update for Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and I'm very sorry, but I have been super depressed still, like I said in my last video, and I just haven't had the energy to even bust out my camera. This week has been absolutely terrible. I had a really bad headache on Wednesday. I actually had to leave work early because it got to the point where it started affecting my mood, and I didn't want to take that out on patients or my coworkers, and it was making me nauseous, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go. So I haven't had time to update you on Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. I love this book. I love it. I think this might be 5-star worthy. It's tiptoeing the line between 4.5 and 5 stars right now, and I don't have very much left. I am on page 254, like 100 and some pages, a little over 100 and some pages left, maybe 120 or something. This is giving me all of the nostalgic vibes. It's giving me the same vibes as Ready Player One in a way, but more about the connections of the characters and their friendships and other relationships. So it's like Ready Player One, but just slightly better and more literary than focusing on like the tech and the games, if that makes any sense. These characters are very flawed, which makes them very human, and that makes them seem more real to me. I care about these characters. I want to know what's going to happen to them. I feel like there's something at the end.
You've got a big storm coming.
That is going to be very bad that happens. I'm a little nervous about it, how this is going to end. Because right now I'm to the point where they're in their late 20s, early 30s, I think at this point, or mid 20s, late 20s, somewhere around in there is where we're at right now. They're on their 3rd or 4th game that they have created. I really want everyone to have like their happy ending, but that's not always reality. And this book is very real. It shows you how strong friendships can be, but also how quickly those can like take a turn and what you have to do to get that back. It's very honest. It's very raw. Their friendships, everything about this so far. There's one character, well, they're all, like I said, they're all very flawed, but Dove, he needs to go away. He needs to go somewhere. We don't need him anymore. Our characters got it. They know what they're doing. They're so good at their art and their craft of game design that we don't need Dove anymore. I hope that he just, I was going to say die, but that's a little harsh. Even for me. I just hope that his character disappears off into the sunset and we don't need to deal with him anymore. I hate that character. I hate him with such a passion. He is one of the most toxic people in this book, and he is a disgusting person. Disgusting. He's damaged, and he's dealing with a lot in his own life, and that really sucks for him, but we don't need him anymore. I have been annotating a little bit. I am putting these, like I have these book darts that I got off Amazon. They're really cool. They're like metal and they're very thin, but also durable. It's these. They're super helpful because sometimes I just want to mark the spot real quick, but I don't want to have to bust out my tabs and then like tab it and get it just right. I just want to mark it really quick and then I'll go back to it. So there's a few tabs in here and then there are some book darts as well. Highly recommend. They're on Amazon. If you annotate books, I feel like you should use these because they're super helpful. But right now I need to go get coffee, I need to go get tea, and I need a sandwich. I need all of those things. And then I have some stamps from Barnes & Noble that I can redeem. So I'm thinking about driving out to Barnes & Noble. I don't know yet. I don't want to spend any extra money, so I really can't get very many books. I could probably get one, maybe two. But I really want to go to Barnes & Noble, and I know that my boyfriend would be like, go. You go and you buy those books. Not that I need his permission. He just really supports my love of books, which I appreciate. I'm probably going to end up at Barnes & Noble. Let's be honest. Okay, I knew something was going to happen that was going to be pretty heartbreaking. I knew that. I could tell. You kind of get that vibe, like there's something, you're leading up to some moment. Was not prepared for what that would be. I had a couple thoughts as to what the situation might entail. That wasn't one of them. Which I suppose is supposed to happen. You know, it's good to not know everything and to feel that shock and to be shocked. But, okay, so I have finished Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow, and I loved it. I loved it. The ending, though, fell just a little flat for me. There is a chapter, like right before the last chapter, that it was fun, but it wasn't my favorite, and I was just kind of like ready for that part to be over and like, let's just move on and see where the ending takes us. So that's why this book is going to get 4.75 stars instead of 5 stars. But overall, I loved this. I loved it. The characters are difficult. They're human. They're very human. And I think that's what I love about them is that they're not perfect characters. There's not one character in here that is this flawless hero of the story. You love them because they are all good and morally like perfect person. This felt like a very real story. I loved the characters' relationships with each other. I loved the nostalgic feel of this book and all of the video games that were mentioned. I understand the hype now with this because it's very good. The emotions are very raw. They're very deep. There is mentions of grief a lot in this book, which I really related to. I found so many like passages to tab and annotate because I thought the writing was beautiful and I loved it. This is one of the books that I firmly believed got the proper hype and popularity that it did. This is it. I understand now. I think one of my favorite quotes from here is between two characters that have been in a relationship for quite a while. And they love each other, but the relationship isn't going quite where one of them wants it to. It says, "But you don't love me enough," she said. "What's enough?" Marx asked. "Enough is, and maybe this is selfish, but I don't want to love more than I am loved, and I don't want to be with someone who loves something or someone more than me." I relate to that quote a lot. I just remember reading that and going, yes. I get it. I get it. I get you. I get this relationship. I love this book. I love it so much. And I really think it's worth picking up if you've been interested in this at all and you're worried about the huge expectations with like loving this book because everybody else does. And I don't know if everyone will love this book, but if you have any interest in like video games or characters that are very real feeling and the connections between like friendships and then also like partners and how complicated those relationships are, highly recommend. Highly recommend. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry that there wasn't a lot of updates with this book. I was reading a lot of it at nighttime, before bed, listening to it in the car, and then by the time I would get home, I would forget to check in and then I would just continue to read. So I'm sorry, but at least you know that I did love this book and it is so good and I really cannot stress this enough. Think you should read it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you have a great afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!